Hello, I'm Phil Ernest, and this is Whiting Ranch. The trailhead for this hike starts in the Starbucks Wahoo parking lot at 27412 Portola Parkway, Foothill Ranch, California. I will leave a GPS link in the description below. The trailhead is in front of the parking lot. Go under the overpass and then turn left and continue on with the hike. So we've just taken a turn, left turn, going down this ridge now. If you're finding this video informative, please give it a thumbs up. And see that logo on the lower right-hand corner of the screen? Please hit that to subscribe to the channel. The first trail you will be on will be Live Oak Trail. This trail will then turn into Serrano Road. This is the trail you will be on when you go over Dreaded Hill. So right now we just passed a sign here for Dreaded Hill, and that's where we're going to at this point. We've now been hiking for 20 minutes on this trail. Now we're starting to go uphill. This is the first little bit of a strenuous part right here of this hike. Before this point, it has been all flat. Now we're going a little slower as we go up. So we've been hiking up this Dreaded Hill for about 10 minutes now, and this is the view from it. This hike today is 10 miles with a 2,500 foot gain. And as we continue on up, 13 minutes now in this hike, there's a hiker way up there in the lead of this, and we'll continue to wind around. Take a view at overlooking Foothill Ranch as we continue on up this hill, Dreaded Hill. So after going up for 20 minutes, we finally have a little bit of downhill. As you can see, there's one hiker there, and there's another hiker way off in the distance. Now you can see the sun rising up over the mountain. Okay, so now I've been on this hiking trail for 45 minutes, finally reaching the top of that Dreaded Hill, and now I'm gonna start my ascend down as you see the sun coming up over the mountains there. Now we start to go down. So we've gone about as high as we're gonna go on this trail, which is the good news. So a lot of the hard work is already done at this point. Okay, so we just came down Dreaded Hill. That's Dreaded Hill right there. And now we're gonna turn the corner here and go this way. At this part of the hike, I have completed descending from Dreaded Hill as I approach the Four Corners part of the trail. Here I will turn left and continue on the trail. After turning left at Four Corners, I'm now going to do the second challenging part of this hike, Vista Lookout. So now I've been on this trail for about 50 minutes, mostly going up Dreaded Hill and now coming down. This is an actual beehive on the trail, and there it is right there. If you could see it, it is yellow or orange right there. An actual beehive, so be careful when passing through this area. So this is the sign, you see mustard, and continue on up this way to Vista. And this is a really challenging part of this hike. So now I've just come up this little bit of a mountain ridge, and notice the sun hitting on these mountains, giving them kind of like a golden effect as I continue on up this trail. Okay, so now I've been hiking here for an hour and 20 minutes, going up this really steep part of the mountain. Here's where I was at, just coming on down and up this way, and take a look at Foothill Ranch. One of the things I wanted to mention, see this area, how it's all like brown and looks like dead? If you take this trail on, say, April, you'll see whole different type of foliage, colors, flowers, green, really pretty. So depending on when you do this hike, you will see different environment. Right now, I am hiking in middle July. So here we're heading to the Vista Lookout as we go this way towards Vista. The hard work is almost done as we're going to the lookout at this point. There's the trail. If you continued on down Mustard, you would continue going on down that way, but we want to go see the lookout. Okay, so we're almost to Vista Lookout. Vista Lookout is actually right there where those trees are at. We've been on this trail for 1 hour and 30 minutes. And this is it. I've arrived at Vista Lookout. So let's take a look at what the view looks like from up here. As we see a nice little picnic bench, a couple of trees for shade, And let's take a look at this. Enjoy Foothill Ranch from high atop Vista Lookout. Now that I've completed Vista Lookout, I will head on back down this same trail that's called Mustard, and then take another trail called Billy Goat. Halfway down on the Mustard Trail, you will see this little turnoff called Billy Goat. Take this trail to continue on with your hike. Now on this Billy Goat Trail, let me show you. This is where we were at before with Dreaded Hill up there. And we've come all the way down, and Vista Outlook was up there. So now we're on Billy Goat Trail. At this point, we continue our ascend on the Billy Goat Trail, taking a look at the park of where we were at before. As we take a little panoramic view around, you can see cars traveling there on the freeway as we continue on this trail. So actually we have a little bit more to ascend up there. We'll be there shortly. So now we've reached the peak of this Billy Goat Trail. As you see, that's where we came up on, and there's a better view of the highway as you can see it. And then we're gonna go on down this trail and continue on over, I believe, that area. See that guy standing right there? That's where we're headed. So, see that arrow? That's Four Corners. That's where we're heading to right now. We were there earlier when we came down Billy Goat and then went down Mustard Trail on our way to Vista Lookout. Well, there hasn't been a lot of shade on this trail. This is one of the few parts where we do hit shade. We just finished Billy Goat coming down from Billy Goat Trail, and now we're going back up to Four Corners where we were at earlier. Taking a look back at Billy Goat Trail where I just completed, and I am almost to the very top of the Billy Goat Trail right now. As I finish up Billy Goat Trail, see that water tower right there? That's where I'm headed to right now. But first, I want to show you that Billy Goat Trail is listed as a difficult trail, so keep that in mind if you plan on doing it. Okay, so now I've been on this trail for 2 hours and 20 minutes. We're going to the water tank, which is right there, and then up that little trail, we'll be at Four Corners where we were at earlier when we went down the Mustard Trail. Just to let you know where we're at, right there is Four Corners where we went down to Mustard Trail earlier, as we take a look back at where we hiked to, and up there is the Dreaded Hill Trail that we came down on at the very start. So again, these trails are very well marked and easy to follow, so there's no issue on getting lost. There's always people on these trails. If you think you may have taken a wrong turn, you can always ask someone and get right back on track. Take a look around at the scenery from where we were at and where we're going. This is poison oak, so if you happen to come across this, this is very colorful, but stay clear of it. If you should touch that, just pour some water in the area where you think you touched it and it'll wash right off. Just thing is you don't want it to seep into your skin. As we continue on this trail, we've now been hiking for 2 hours and a half. So now that we just came up on this trail, we're not going up to Vulture View. We're gonna go down this way to Santiago Ranch Trail, as you can see it right there, and continue on back now to the area where we came from. So now we come to this fork in the road, Sleepy Hallow. We turn right and continue on down this trail. And here's the second caution beehive next to trail that we've come upon. So there is a beehive around this area, so just proceed with caution and you'll be okay. So now we've finished with the Sleepy Hallow Trail and we'll continue on down this way. There was the fork in the road actually for the sage. So let's continue on. So this is one of the few shady parts on this trail. We've now been on it hiking for 2 hours and 50 minutes, approaching the 3-hour mark. Really nice weather. Just finished the shady part of this hike. Here comes a bike. That's another thing I wanted to caution about. Bicyclists do tend to move fast on this trail. So here comes one right here. Bikers, runners, and hikers all sharing the same trail. At this point, I want to point out we're going to turn left and go on Serrano Trail. Right there is where we went on Dreaded Hill Trail earlier. That trail right there is where we just came down on, as we're going to go Serrano back to the parking lot. And there's a deer, a couple of deers on the trail now, resting and relaxing under the shady tree.
Yeah, but
right there.
That's a baby male.
Two of them.
If you would like to see my other hiking videos in the Southern California area, please click on the link now. Thank you so much for watching.